apologize about being late. Our
Oh,
flight got
no,
delayed.
you're good.
Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you in person. Be excited. It's really good.
So I'm here, touring a $2.5 million home with my realtor, Kat. And guess what? I bought this property sight unseen. And you guys might be thinking, $2.5 million, Chi. That's a lot of money for an Airbnb. Well, the truth is, when you understand how to leverage banks and different lenders out there, there's really not a lot of money that you need to even put down to obtain a property like this.
For this location, you're gonna kill it because you can make it even more valuable than it is.
Yeah.
You could get this type of house way out in the boonies for like 1-2, but you're owning the good dirt. This is close to downtown, close to the airport. I always like when you can walk to bars and restaurants, people come in from out of town, they want to immediately kind of get into the scene.
See, that's why you need a realtor who knows the local market. The way that I practice Airbnb is just a little bit different. You don't necessarily need that, but it's nice to have that for resale purposes.
I think this is your biggest positive. It's really, really hard in our area to find something where a neighbor can't see you.
The finishes are beautiful though.
Yeah, really good design choices.
So as you guys know me best as the Airbnb arbitrage guy, the guy who goes out and rent other people's property to use it for an Airbnb, well, there's actually another level to Airbnb. This is when you buy properties. By buying properties, there are pros and there are cons. In this instance, you get appreciation, you get depreciation. When you buy properties, you know that it's permanently yours. The landlord will never ever take it back. So that's another pro. However, the con is that it costs more money to start and the growth is a lot slower. But once you get to a certain point, that doesn't really matter. The truth is that I always make the same mistake. You know, when it comes to buying properties, I look at analytics a lot. And I sometimes let that supersede just like general practice, which is walking a property before you make an offer. The floor plan is a lot more cramped than what I thought it was going to be. When somebody shows up, they're gonna feel exactly what I feel, right? If I post it the way that they posted it, which makes it feel big and open, but when they walk in, their impression is a lot tighter, then it'll reflect on your reviews. So do not catfish the photos and set the right expectations, you know, because in the long run, it doesn't matter what hacks you know on Airbnb, you still want the proper reviews. Nonetheless, still a great property. We're gonna make a killing with this, and it's going to be a lot of fun staging this. This property is extremely unique in the sense that it's ultra modern and has beautiful finishes, but some of the rooms where you would normally entertain in is tighter than normal. So we have 2 living rooms, one next to the kitchen and one right when you enter the home. And it's a bit tighter, but it does have a lot of walls, which makes it very interesting. So instead of blowing it out and make it extremely colorful like all my other Airbnb properties, I decided to take the complete opposite approach with this property. I'm going with a design called Wabi-Sabi. It simply means finding perfection within imperfection. It's completely minimalistic, warm, and cozy. When you compare this to other people that appears on search, it'll definitely stand out. It's the complete opposite of everything that appears.
Anything else you want to see while you're here?
No, I'm pretty good. I just wanted to make sure the floor plan was good.
Yeah.
And to see how we can structure all of that furniture.
Yeah.
And now I have an idea.
You guys should hit some of the cool spots right directly around here too. So I really like Chelsea's Kitchen, Sushi-holic.
Alright, bro, I'm gonna grab a bite.
All right, so the lady gave us a sampler. She says she doesn't normally do this, but we got tuna. She added uni on it, and we have salmon, and we have yellowtail. Okay, so the property we visited is a little bit different from my true expectation of the home. All in all, the floor plan on the first level is not meant for people that really hang out inside. So the draw here is to bring people outdoors. Now the issue with bringing people outdoors is that they're gonna make a lot of noise. I'm going to have to figure out a way to mitigate both capacity and noise, keep the neighbors happy, but at the same time, we share a valuable and beautiful Airbnb with people who are visiting. The property itself is roughly $2.4 million. When you mortgage it out, it's about $11,000 PITI, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. That's your cost. Okay, now utilities for this large property in the summer months, I would say the main bill would be AC. And there's going to be a pool and a hot tub. Let's just go on the high end and say $700 a month for utilities. So we're looking at about $12,000 on the high end, all in. So that means times 12 is roughly $144,000. So for this property to make sense, realistically, we need to make roughly $300K a year with this property. That's a conservative estimate. I believe that we can exceed that number. Now for furniture, because this is a larger property and it has a lot of outdoor space, I anticipate that we would spend roughly about $40,000 to $45,000 on furniture for indoor and outdoor living with a hot tub and game room. So stay tuned to watch this property come to life, and we'll update you on how it performs over the next year.